Hey, welcome back to episode 41. Been away for a couple weeks. Was at the Go Camp, which was super fun. Teaching there and meeting a lot of old friends. Then went camping and then went away upstate to New York and then went to Eastern Long Island. So had a lot going on in the last couple weeks, but we are back officially with our regular schedule, ready to roll. So we're back with the Unorthodox. This has been always really interesting, right? And you got to use that Tengen stone well, which is always tricky. Also, one of the very nervous accounts for when it reaches 7 dan, right? So it's going to be interesting. So our opponent actually decided to go for the outside, which is actually good for us. I decided to go with the descend here because it's a really big move if white doesn't make the push exchange. It makes our top left super efficient. I'm tempted to just pincer here because white doesn't have a comfortable extension. So, okay, after that I can come back to the corner. I think my shape is relatively comfortable there. I noticed that some of you guys said that the Byoyomi is a little loud, so let me know in the comments if you want me to turn it down. I have been making it a little softer, but if it's still an issue, do let me know. Yeah, after that loss, I just feel I need to play more seriously. I mean, okay, that's a lie. I have been playing fairly seriously for, with all my games in this series. But the issue is that some players are just play really well in those critical moves, and it's really hard to beat them when they do that. Whether they used AI or not, that's a separate question. They very well might be, but I guess that's not something we can ever know for sure. So it is what it is. We just have fun and see how far these accounts get. I think my goal is to have at least one account get up to 9, and then I'll be really happy with that. So I used to play this a lot when I was playing online. So when I was little, I didn't really have any teachers, so I mostly improved by just improving online by myself. And when I did that, I had to find like a lot of kind of my own shapes that I liked, that I was able to kind of push my opponent into the variations that I liked. I guess that was one of the ways that I improved reading a lot. And one of them was this shape. Is if you get the knight's move, you can actually Hana inside. And that's actually very, very surprising to a lot of players. I don't know what white is trying to do here, but probably it's not going to be so good. What I can capture the corner, or I can cut. I think capturing the corner feels better because even if white connects, white's still relatively weak there. And also this other group is very weak as well, so we definitely gain a lot there. If white connected, we can just Atari to capture the corner, so that's all good too. Okay, so we're going to punish for white here because I really want to solidify the lower right. Just going to push up here. There's nothing white can do to us in the corner. We're all pretty strong there. This attachment is interesting. I think it's should be a good move. I don't know why I feel like my Byoyomi is really loud. But efficiency-wise, white's not really taking any big value. You can see that we have like pretty much all the corners. We have a lot more potential than white. White only has the top, but it's like kind of leaking. So it's not really easy to make territory in that kind of area. I'm tempted to just capture the lower right. Feels pretty efficient. And then there's no cut on the bottom, so black's all connected and very strong here. I don't know how white's going to deal with the remaining groups, though. I guess we'll see. Maybe I should just play the knight's move so that my opponent doesn't try to come out. I don't think there's a good way for white. I might be missing something, but we'll see. So if white pushes, then if I hane back in the corner, is there a double hane? There isn't. So it's actually a clean capture if I do this. Because if I hane, white's going to cut and then connect back. So I think I'm going to just do that and then come back here. But if white lives in the corner like that, then this top group should be in poor shape. And it's going to be gote for white on the bottom, and in the middle we're already pretty strong. So I think we're pretty good in that regard too. Yeah, and then here, even though we're going to just connect back, it's still good to make that Atari first because we're going to leave that ko for later. And then everything kind of looks dead right now. I don't think there's anything white can reasonably do to revive their groups here. So that hane is threatening the double Atari. Gonna connect there, and then now I think I can just seal everything in. I guess I can just fix the outside. I wanted to get this shape, but it's probably not even needed. I can just Atari on the bottom. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Everything's dead kind of deal. So, yeah, I think this lower left was a big issue for white. After that, black became too strong here, so the rest of the game is just going to be easy. So I feel like recently I've been giving a lot of the same advice to beginners, actually to like some Dan players even, because I realize like a lot of people, they kind of don't realize that when their groups get really weak, sometimes in the middle game there's just that one really thick move that you make that can really make the rest of the game just a lot easier for yourself. Those are like super important, so don't miss out on those if you see it. I don't even know what to do now. Just play normal, I guess. Just Atari out. Actually, I think there's some value fixing this. But yeah, it doesn't really matter now that this whole lower right is dead. There's no way that white's coming back from this. So yeah, even this group on the bottom is still not alive. So more moves are needed here, and I can just jump on the top. So I'm still going to Tiger's Mouth here because the two stones are already dead. If white connects, I can still Atari. It's connect and die. So I actually don't need to fix inside. So actually in the middle's also connected to the bottom because of the two stones is dead. So black is actually all very, very strong and all connected. I honestly don't know what to do now. Just make my group stronger, I guess. I wanted to make ice face, but actually there's no good move there, so I kind of gave up and I went for just jumping out. Yeah, but the objective is clear. We just want to make things alive and sit on this lead. Alright, I think we have entered trash time, so we're going to pause and come back. So, oh, never mind. They were signed, okay. Well, maybe they heard me, but it was a pretty clean win there. So, as mentioned, the lower left was a big deal, and think White had a good idea to fight, but White went a little too aggressive and just trying to do it. Like after White should Hane and then maybe attach, and it's not so hard for White to live there, but the other groups are still going to be in poor shape, so it's mostly because of that lower left there. But let's come back here and see what we have next. And 335. So this is one of the accounts where I'm kind of far out. 15. Okay, not too bad. After this one, hopefully it's gonna be much closer. It's so annoying playing this Joseki now. I kind of don't like it anymore. Oh, black block. That's not usual, I guess. Wow, this one is actually kind of interesting. I don't even know how to play this actually. I have seen this once before, a really, really long time ago, but yeah, other than that, I don't think I've seen or even played this very much. So do I Haunting Connect? I think I have to descend, right? And then Black Haunted, this is an interesting move because it leaves a cut, but it's reducing my liberty. So I have to be careful with my top group there. I think I'll just Knight's move. It should be reasonable. Oh, okay, interesting. I actually have to pull back. I'm gonna exchange this and then pull back. Hold on a sec. No, I can't descend because when black jumps, I can't really block there. So that's unfortunate, but that's okay. I'm gonna get these two moves first, then I'm gonna pull back. Yeah, it's actually kind of annoying for black to live in the corner there, because if black extends when I block, black has to go at the 1-2 point. Okay, interesting. So black's being relatively aggressive here. I guess I have to cut, right? I've been going on the crazy path a lot these days. So I'm going to block here to get more liberties, and then we're going to extend up. The issue here is that if I spend 2 moves on the top, then my bottom's going to be dead, and that's not so good. Oh man, it's actually exactly what I was afraid of. Wow, my opponent's playing really, really well here. With the Knight's move, I can't really do anything now, so I have to like do something else. Okay, she lost out on this variation. So maybe the block is wrong. I think I should have cut and extended first. I was worried black might extend here. I don't know if that's a legitimate concern or not, but it's okay. It should be a small loss, and I think I should be able to still. Well, I mean, the game is still long. I guess it's just Knight's move because I'm gonna get more moves here, right? Black pushes or just jump. Oh, I should be happy with this, right? What is black doing? Black's just pushing from below. Yeah, so they wanted that. I mean, fine. That's at this point I don't deserve it anymore, but maybe I should have pushed first before extending that one. It was a little quick. Uh I definitely have some stuff here. I don't believe there's nothing. Okay, but after that jump, there is nothing. So I'm gonna push and cut. This is gonna allow me to cut black and sente later. So I'm gonna get the Atari on top because that's big. And then if black connects, then I'm gonna get the cut and sente. If black captures, then I still have another Atari later. And then I'll get the pincer. So this is gonna allow me to continue the game fairly smoothly. I'm gonna be able to pressure this group, and then indirectly help my middle. Yep, so it's really good. But I don't know why black didn't connect here. That's a pretty important liberty for the middle as well. I think I'm just gonna fix here. If I extend up, I feel like that's an overplay because my group is not that strong yet, and I'm gonna kind of push black into my weakness rather than protect it. Yeah, I need to save that stone because black is not settled yet, so I feel it's pretty big. Okay, I have to just finish this. This is so big. I can't get separated here with my upper left. The middle, I already added a move. I don't think black can kill me. And if black surrounds, there's not really that much center left, so I think that should be fine. Yeah, I have to push on top. If black pushes left, I'm going to just have to hane right and give that up. I think it's not that bad. So push, push, and then the hane. Yeah, I think I should be okay here still. I can attach out and extend. Then I get this push, which will give me good eye space here in the middle. I have a go to eye here. So I'm gonna get that hane, which is really nice. It also gives me more forcing moves in this area later. I'm gonna get that tiger's mouth here. And then, yeah, we have a bunch of pushes, but I don't think we're gonna exchange either of those. Just gonna make the eye now and then threaten the Atari. Black can't really cover because I have an Atari here, and then I can just Atari on the outside. So, oh, interesting. I'm just gonna check if black is gonna go for the 100% kill. I should have exchanged that actually before I made that Atari because it's a really slight loss. But in this situation, I think if I live, the situation's already super good for me. I think all I have to do is extend out. No need to hane or anything. And yeah, I'm just answering everything here. There's not black is way too weak to actually be threatening. So if I answer... Oh wow, this is a interesting move too. I think I can clamp. Yeah, so I'm fine here. So I think the correct move here is to fix the middle. It's actually a very interesting and pretty tiring game. Black is playing very sharp moves, which is definitely getting me thinking. Yep, I don't need to fix here, so just keep jumping out. And I just bump here. Wow, this is so big, this corner. That feels way too good. Actually, now, at this point, if I just push here, I also sort of have an eye there as well. So now in terms of territory, we're way ahead because Black has only got the bottom, right? There's nothing else, but we have the right, we have the top left. Just gonna steal another one. I don't think there's anything Black could do to us, so it feels like a kind of aggressive move, but I think it should work well. Because I can just push here, and then there's a Hane. So there's not even a chance for a kill. And there might be stuff over there, but yeah, this weakness is gonna do well enough for me. And I get the push, and I get the push, and I get another. There's another weakness here that's gonna be pretty devastating as well. So now I have a cut here, and so Black can't allow me to reduce this liberty. So Black is already Black has already exploded here. I can just cut this off now, actually. And then this is Sente, so I just attach. Yeah, so Black has to reduce because it's 3v3 now, right? And then I just attach here. And then this game is good. It's a very interesting opening result. I actually think I got I messed up here somehow. I still don't really know how. I'll have to actually come back and check this. I feel like it's because either I should have Hanin and connected directly before pushing, or it's yeah, or is that block first? If I go for the outside first, that might help. Yeah, I still don't don't really know which one. Okay, but yep, cool. Very interesting game. We did fight well in the center, so my opponent puts a lot of pressure, and I think they're very strong in that regard. But I'll definitely have to revisit this lower right. Feel like it's definitely going to be good for Black. But maybe not by that much. Like it's maybe only a few points, I suppose. There's still some forcing moves on the outside. And this is actually not that bad, even. Anyway, interesting stuff. Let's see what we have next. Back to Unorthodox. I always feel a bit weird playing this as white, but yeah, it is what it is. I gotta commit. But my opponent just did a nice setup. So obviously this is not good for white, but okay, we have to like what do I do here? It's so strange. This move actually made my next move very awkward. It's actually a good move here. I guess I can pincer this and then go for the attach later. So that way I can make use of that move. And then if black just answers normally and takes the right side, it's relatively flat for them. So I think it's possibly good. So I'm kind of going for that now. The kick I'm not really worried about because it's a 2-space jump, so it's actually kind of weak. And then I'm definitely not going to respond here because there's no cut now, and even if there is one later, it's not that severe. My stones are can be thrown away later on. But I'm just going to push and Hane this out because I'm going to use my center stone here. And turn. It's interesting because black already has this stone. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. I think I'm still gonna isolate this one, allow black to cut. This doesn't feel like a good move. It's gonna help me fix. Definitely make the cut less severe now. I'm gonna keep black isolated here. And actually if black connects, I can cut first. And then I can extend. It's actually a very uncomfortable position. Oh, I get the Hane Sente. Yeah, if black Atari the other way, I can extend. Actually, I'll have other forcing moves on the other side. And now it's a difficult shape. I'm still going to be a little more aggressive here just because, again, I have that center stone, right? So kind of all my strategies are going to be related to that. Because I need a Hane. Then I still don't want black to live too easily. And then yeah, this actually does help my center shape a little bit. Okay, this one I definitely capture because there's no Sente over here on the right. Helps my corner a lot too. Yeah, so in this case, the lower side is pretty healthy. So I don't think there's much I can milk out of it. I feel like the cut I am a little worried about, so I still want to just fix my center. Since black is strong and on both sides, I feel like it deserves a move here. Efficiency-wise, I think we're doing okay. Yeah, because the lower right is actually not that good. And then we still have the rest of the board to our name. We're going to have a lot more potential than black. I don't know what's up with this one. They're just trying to fight me. Okay, well, bring it. Let's do it. Yeah, it doesn't feel like black is gonna gain anything from this though. Just gonna connect back everything. This is a weird shape. I think connecting should be fine. I'm already pretty satisfied locally. Black does get a little bit of the outside, but I think it's not a big deal. Just gave us so much territory here. I do want to play a move here. Maybe it's not needed. I just fight this and see what happens. Yeah, this is kind of it just can't be good, right? You look at this move and you're like, that can't be a good move because it's just attaching onto white, where white just made a move and made it strong, and you're like fighting against them. So it kind of violates the Go principles. So the Go gods are unhappy about that. Yeah, so cutting here, I still wanted to take advantage of my strength, and yeah, I keep saying that in this game, but that Tengen Stone is just so hard to use, and all of these moves that I've been making, they've been attempting to use that well. So now it's actually really good that we've fixed the center here. Wow, this is so tempting. Just make this potential here. That looks so good. Yeah, so this makes sense. Black does have to invade. And this is a good spot too because it's difficult for me to cut this. Wow, Black answered this. So they're not worried about the stone at all. But I guess the more Black answers, the better it is for me, because eventually Black is going to have to Tanuki, right? It is an awkward shape a little bit. I think I'll just extend this. I think Tiger's Mouth is kind of just... Black is obviously gonna play there. I think Black still might play there, so I didn't want to kind of lure Black into playing a move that I didn't want them to play. But wow, they're just completely sacrificing everything on the top. I'm very surprised by that. And then pull this back. I think I can just diagonal here to fix my problem. Black still has to live, right? And then I'll get the first move on the top, which is going to be great. I mean, if Black lives, right? There's still a lot of work that needs to be done here. Looks like they're not going to be able to live there. Do I just connect? It feels so strange playing a move like this, but I feel like it's going to be good in this position. Just fix everything, so I don't have to worry about that. And we'll see what happens. Should be fine with just connecting. I don't even see one eye here. Okay, maybe there's one eye. But I think that's it. So there's half an eye on the left, but there's not an eye yet here in the middle. It's going to require multiple moves. I think even with this move, there's no eye in the center. Yeah, I don't want my liberties to be too tight, so probably it's better to play the other one, actually. It does feel like the Aji is worse with that one, so I didn't, but it's so... The 4 stones are so free here with my move. What? That can't be right. So... I am gonna fix in the middle. There's also a push. I'm actually way more worried about the middle compared to this left group. It's kind of just less important right now, this left group. If it lives or dies, doesn't really affect the outcome of the game. Oh, actually, my opponent ran out of time. But yeah, this fight actually, I carried it in a bad way, actually. So here I probably should just, well, I mean, not that, but something didn't go as planned. So when I laddered the stone and allowed black to come out, it actually made things a lot more complicated than it needs to be, right? Because black is clearly controlling the game and has way more potential than black. But now the middle here has a lot of uncertainty, which is why I feel like the moves I played in the game wasn't so clear, if that makes sense, right? After this move, and I played there, right? There's a cut here that's potentially activated by black attacking. So black just needs to play like a move over here, and then fully attack white. And black is actually gonna take control of the game again, or at least make the things really complicated, which is definitely something I didn't want. So some moves here were just not that good. Maybe I should just Hane here, Hane and Atari, and then make the center strong. That might be good. After that, maybe completely kill the left. Yep, I feel like that's already better than what I did in the game. So a little bit of aggressive reflexes there that almost got me, but at least it made the game less clear. All right, so let's see what we got next. For next episode, I think oh yes, finally, we get a Orthodox opening. We're back on this account. I feel like I haven't been on here for so long, so I'm so excited. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.